Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Steve from UCAN English Tutoring. In this video, I'm going to assess one of the letters that I have received from a student who is going to appear in the examination soon. I have received this letter for the free correction and assessment. If you are struggling with your OET writing section or the speaking subtest, you can share with me your first letter and first role play conversation, and I would be able to assess them at free of cost. You are going to receive 3 different kinds of assessment. One is the word by word correction. I mean, I will assess each word that you have written down or spoken in the role play conversation, and then I will provide the assessment against each assessment factor under the OET curriculum. And finally, I will provide you the expected score for your role play conversation or the letter. If you wish to get the first letter or first role play assessed at free of cost, what you need to do is to just send an email to me at steve@ucanenglishtutoring.com, or you can reach me on my mobile or WhatsApp number, that is +61 468 480 877. Please understand that I'm living in Sydney, Australia, and as a result, you need to use +61. You shouldn't use +91. Some of the students have reported to me that they're not able to reach me on my WhatsApp number. It is because of the reason only. So please use +61 468 480 877 when you have to call me on my WhatsApp number or on the mobile number. Okay. I hope you have been able to reach me on this WhatsApp number. All right, so before we start the assessment criteria, I would like to provide you a gentle reminder regarding the membership packages I have got. If you wish to receive the maximum benefits out of my YouTube channel, you can become a member in my channel, contributing to the growth of my organization as well as the YouTube channel. You will become a family member to me, and then you will be able to access all the benefits in relation to the strategies. I'm going to share with you, a lot of useful techniques with which you can pass your OET examination yourself. I'm going to release usually 1 to 2 videos per month. The silver membership is going to start at $4.99, which is going to be approximately about, let's say, 300 Indian rupees per month. If you wish to get more benefits, you can also become a gold member, where you will be able to get the materials as well in addition to the membership videos. If you become a platinum member, you're going to get the maximum benefits, because I would be able to assist 2 of your letters and role play conversations, plus I will be able to assist you in completing 2 reading and 2 listening tests. Okay, so you can become a platinum member if you wish to get the maximum benefits. The gold membership starts at about $14.99, which is going to be approximately, let's say, 750 rupees a month. And then the platinum membership is going to start at $80 a month, which is going to be approximately 4,000 Indian rupees a month. Okay. All right, let's start the assessment now. So the student has written down the date on the top, that is 05 February 2019. Unfortunately, the way she has written down F doesn't sound like a capital F. I don't know why some people don't write it down properly. Okay, so the way she has written down is like this: February 2019. Okay, so she has used something similar to this small f, unfortunately, so it doesn't look good. So you should have written down the capital F only. You have to write down the letters clearly. It's not what you think of, but it is how you write them down. All right, let's go to the next one. She has written down the address is contact details, that is Dr. Robert Bruce Boehner, general physician. All right, so that's fine. 13B Street, and then Jers, whatever it is. Okay, this is the address. Okay, this is California. This is the address. So she has written down properly. I'm very happy with that. All right, let's go here. So she has written down Dr. Banner. Okay, she forgot to write down dear. So she knew you need to write down dear Dr. Banner. Okay, you can't write down just Dr. Banner. It's wrong. So you should say dear Dr. and then Banner, comma. Okay. That's the correct way of writing down. You need to use the capital B, sorry. All right, so that's what you got to do. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So she has written on the reference details of the patient, that is Mr. Anthony Stark, aged 49. That's good. I'm happy with that. Let's go to the introduction paragraph. I am writing to update you the current health status of Mr. Anthony Stark, who requires continued care and management. That's perfect. This sentence sounds really good. Okay, I'm very happy with that. He was recovering from 3rd-degree burns. It's not he was recovering. It's wrong, because it is ongoing, isn't it? You can't use the inappropriate tenses in your writing. It's not good. So it's not he was recovering, it is actually he is recovering. Is that right? Okay, let's go ahead with the next one. All right, on 17 January 2019, Mr. Stark was admitted to hospital with complaints of respiratory distress and above similar diagnosis. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. I'll tell you. There are a couple of mistakes here. Okay, one is 5 February, and then here it is 17 January. Okay, so it's better to write down the date without the year, because the event occurs in the same year, isn't it? So instead of saying on 17 January, 2019, you can say simply on 17 January. That's it. You don't need to write down 2019 after that. You can just write down like this. That's fine. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, Mr. Stark was admitted to the hospital with the complaints of respiratory distress and above similar diagnosis. No, you should say whatever the other things. Okay, for example, burns, isn't it? So if it is burns, you have to just mention that. You don't need to say and above similar diagnosis. That's wrong. Okay, so respiratory distress and burns if it is available. Okay, so and above similar diagnosis, and above similar diagnosis, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. So you should say and burns or whatever it is. Okay, so whatever the conditions, you just need to mention that. So this is wrong. Okay, initially he was treated with the irrigation of running water, IV fluids, along with the high flow oxygen. Okay, let's say there are a couple of mistakes in this sentence as well. All right, to me, mistakes appear first, unfortunately. All right, let's go through this. So it's IV fluids. Okay, it's better to, so one thing is you didn't give space between IV and fluids. Okay, so you should have written down IV and then space and then fluids. That's the first mistake. And the other mistake is it is always recommended to expand the abbreviations. So you should write down intravenous fluids, okay, instead of writing down IV fluids. Okay, that's the first mistake in this sentence. And what is the second mistake? Let's go through this sentence once again. Okay, IV fluids along with the high flow oxygen. Okay, so let's say high flow. All right, so let's say high flow. High flow is going to be only one word. All right, high hyphen flow. So that's what you have to write down. High flow oxygen. Okay, that's the second mistake. What else? Okay, let's go through the next one. During hospitalization, his chest X-ray revealed. Okay, chest X-ray. Look at this one. X-ray. You can't write down like this. This is wrong. So you should write down X and then hyphen and then ray. That's the correct answer. Okay, that's how you need to write it down. All right. So please be mindful about the presentation of words. All right, let's go to the next one. His chest X-ray revealed an infection in chest, for which he was commenced on augmentin 500 mg for 7 days. Okay, so for which, after that you should have placed a comma. For which, okay, you should say for which and then there should be a comma. All right, let's go to the next one. He was commenced on augmentin 500 mg for 7 days, and he has been initiated with the physiotherapy. You don't need to repeat, the initiated again and again and again, right? I think you have mentioned it somewhere here. Initiated as well, I think here. So it's better to use something else as well, okay, with this physiotherapy. All right, and then in addition, I don't know why many people write it down incorrectly. In addition is not one word. No, not at all. Though you speak together as one word, it doesn't sound like one word when you have to write it down. You have to write in and then there is a space and then you have to write down addition and then there should be a comma. This is what you have to write down, please. Remember that every word needs to be written on correctly. All right. So in addition, he has maintaining. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. The reason is that we can't use, he has maintaining. Okay, This is wrong. So you can't use has and then verb plus ing after that immediately. You can't do that. So what you should have done instead is he has been maintaining, and then you can write down whatever the thing you want to write down after that. Okay, so that's fine. Maintaining an hourly urine output on a indwelling catheter. That's again an issue. Okay, on an indwelling catheter. Okay, so let's say indwelling catheter. That's wrong. It is on an indwelling catheter. All right, so that's what you got to say. So it's not but it is an. So you haven't used the article appropriately in this case. Okay, also cardiac monitoring were done. Okay, let's say again the problem is you can't use also here. Okay, that's wrong. Otherwise you should have mentioned, maybe you can say and also, and then there should be a comma, and you didn't place a comma. It's another issue. All right, and the next thing is and also cardiac monitoring were done. Unfortunately this is wrong. Why? Because cardiac monitoring is going to be one noun. I mean it's a singular noun only. Can we use where with a singular noun? No, we can't, isn't it? So monitoring what? Monitoring were done? No, it should be monitoring. Okay, and the other issue is you should use was anyway. And the other issue is instead of writing down done, which is a less formal word, it is better to use was performed or was conducted or something like that, something similar to that. That can make more sense. Okay, and that will be more formal as well. All right, let's go to the next one. However, he has difficulty in mobilization and activity of daily living. See, it's not going to be only one activity, isn't it? It's going to be many. So it's better to say activity. That's wrong. It is better to say in the plural form. I mean, you can say activities of daily living. Okay, that is more appropriate. Therefore, he needs an assistance. Remember that therefore should come in a new sentence. This is wrong. You should say therefore, comma. Okay, and then another issue is he needs. You shouldn't use he needs. You should say he requires. It is always better to use what? It's better to use the formal phrases like requires instead of needs. Okay, and assistance. Oh my god, assistance is not a countable noun, which means you should not place any article before that. That's another issue. Okay, all right, there are so many mistakes committed by this student. Anyway, let's see. It would be appreciated, comma, it would be appreciated, comma, if you could provide ongoing care and treatment for Mr. Stark in order to get a favorable outcome. Okay, let's say in this case, the problem is it would be appreciated, comma. Okay, in this case, you shouldn't use a comma because you're writing down the sentence. I mean, starting with the, it would be appreciated, not with the if. So if you start a sentence with the if, then you can say, you can place a comma after the first phrase. Okay, so appreciated, comma, if. Okay, you have to say, remove the comma. Okay, so you should write down only appreciated and then if. That's it. So that's the first mistake in this sentence. All right, let's go to the next one. Remember, this in order is one word only. Okay, in order is one word only. So sorry, it's not one word. That's what I want to say. Sorry. So in order is not one word. It has got two words. So you should say in and then order. All right, in order to. But the way we pronounce sounds like one word, but the way we have to write down is different. Okay, so in order to get a favorable outcome, it is okay. The way you have been writing down is all right, but the problem is you're using more informal phrases, which is not good, which is not really good. Okay, in order to get a favorable outcome, it is necessary to provide wound dressing and high protein diet as well as occupational therapy. Okay, let's say high protein diet. All right, so when you write down high protein, you need to write down high and then there should be an hyphen and then protein. Okay, this is the correct way of writing down. All right, there should be a hyphen in between. High protein is going to be only one word, as well as occupational therapy. That's all right. Kindly ensure to take an appointment at Burns Clinic after 14 days. Okay, all right, so again, kindly ensure to take. No, this is wrong. The way you're requesting is not good. Kindly ensure. Okay, you're using the active voice, but you shouldn't use this one. Okay, you should use the passive form only. I mean, Having an appointment at Burns Clinic after 2 days is recommended or is necessary, is vital. Okay, you could have written down as well. So please use passive voice form, please, because passive voice form is going to help a lot as far as the writing is concerned. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, Burns Clinic after 14 days. Please note he needs to be do light activities. My God, that's not good. Okay, please note, comma, he needs to be do. Okay, he needs to. Okay, he needs to. Again, he requires. Okay. All right, and then to be do. This is wrong. To be do. No, to do. That's it. Or to perform, or to carry out. Okay, you can use even carry out. That's more appropriate. All right, instead of saying to be do, you can't use to be and then do. That's wrong. To be always goes with the third form of the verb, that is otherwise known as past participle. For example, to be done, to be conducted, to be performed, to be issued, to be, so on, done. Even if you want to use to be done, that's right. Light activities, and avoid sports activities. You don't need to say again sports activities. You can say simply sports, isn't it? You are not adding any value by writing down sports activities. So it's better to say sports. That's it. Finished. All right. If you have any queries, do not hesitate to contact me. Okay. One thing is queries. Okay. Let's say queries come up. In this case, what you have to do is to write down questions. Okay. That's one thing. All right. And then don't say, do not hesitate to contact me. No, you need to be polite. You have to say, please do not hesitate to contact me. That's how you need to write. Okay. I hope you understand these mistakes and you have written on yours sincerely, comma, and then Wardners. Okay. Yes. So you know the addressee's name and you're writing down yours sincerely. Perfect. I'm very happy with this. Okay. Let's go through the case notes and see whether you have included all the relevant case notes in your letter or not. Okay. Before we go here, let's go through the writing task and find out what is needed. Okay. Using the information in the case notes, write a discharge letter to Mr. Stark's GP, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner, 13B Street, Jersey Road, California, for continued care. Okay. So you are writing this letter to the doctor's GP, okay, who is already known to the patient. Okay. All right. No worries. Let's go here. So today's date, this is the date. That's what you have to return down. And I think you have written already anyway. You're a ward nurse working in the Burns of US Military Hospital. A patient, Mr. Stark, has been admitted to your unit from the emergency department after being in a building fire. Patient details: Anthony Stark, age 49 years, marital status, married to Mrs. Pepper Parts, family, one daughter, Morgan Stark. You don't need to include any of these details because the recipient is the patient's GP, who already should have the family and social background. So you don't need to worry about all these things. That's done. And then the admission date and discharge date, you have included them. You also mentioned about the diagnosis. Okay, that's good. So it's the same thing. Good. You have done a good job. Social background: lives in California, income, weapon manufacturer, osteoarthritis, diabetes mellitus. You don't need to mention all these things. Why? Because it's a known case. Very simple. All right. So what is the admission detail here? Let's say, so third degree burns on neck and chest, respiratory distress. So these are the problems. Okay. These are the reasons why the patient was admitted to the hospital. So you have included these details. I'm very happy with the way that you have included all the relevant case notes so far. Okay, let's go through the next page. Management: irrigation to the cool running water, IV fluids, high flow oxygen, blood tests and chest x-ray, hourly monitoring of urine output, indwelling catheter inserted, cardiac monitoring, position, head and torso elevation, progress, chest infection. So you have included all these things. That's fine. But the problem is you have been using the same words, which is not good. No, not at all. It's going to prevent you from achieving good score under vocabulary. You always have to use a range of words and synonyms instead of repeating the same keywords again and again. I'm happy with the way that you have been including all the relevant case notes, but the words should not be copied from the case notes. It's not good. Try to use at least 60 to 70% of the synonyms of the words from the case notes. All right, progress: chest infection, augmentin 14, 500 mg for 7 days. Try to use maybe a week. Why are you writing down 7 days again and again? weakness right side, physiotherapy started, vitally stable, breathing normally, difficulty in mobilization, and ADL. That's all right. That's fine. Discharge plan, wound cleaning, dressing, occupation therapy, diet management, high protein diet, appointment at Burns Clinic after 4 days. You have to use at least some of the synonyms. I don't know why you are not using that. You can say after 2 weeks. I don't know why you are not able to interpret that information. Light activities, no contact sports and things like that. Okay, so one good thing is you are able to include all the relevant case notes. Okay, let me go through the detailed assessment against each parameter now. Okay, so one good thing is you have included all the relevant case notes, so that's good thing. It's a good thing, actually. Well done, you have done a good job. You were unable to use many words, okay, many synonyms and equivalent words, and copied the same words from the case notes, which is not good. So vocabulary is going to be damaged. Okay, connectivity could have been improved a little bit. It's not that bad, but it could have been improved a little bit. All right, and the other thing is, you need to use more formal words. You need to use more formal words to get good score under vocabulary, to score well under vocabulary. All right, so that's really important. You should have done that. That's another issue. All right, overall task fulfillment is okay. I'm happy with whatever you have written down in the overall task fulfillment. That's fine. And then overall task fulfillment is okay with that. What else? All right, let's go through the range of sentences. So you have used a range of sentence structures in your writing, in your letter. That's fine, but you could have used maybe some more complex and compound sentences. That could have been one of the recommendations. And what else? Okay, let's say layout and presentation are good enough. Layout and presentation are fine. I'm happy with that. All right, let me go through the remaining things. Okay, so the use of grammatical mistakes. Okay, the use of articles and everything, that's not good. Tenses. All right, so grammar is one of the weak areas. You have to work out on grammar. Okay, grammar needs a lot of improvement. You can't just write down simply what you're writing down here. It's not good. All right, grammar needs to be improved, particularly use of articles, tenses, nouns, verbs, what else, punctuations. All right, needs to be improved a lot. Yes, here you go. So there are so many things, and then the spelling needs to be improved. So that's the next issue. Okay. All right, so punctuations needs to be improved a lot, improved significantly. This is not good. The way you are writing down is not good. Okay, and then spelling is another area of improvement. Another area of improvement. All right, that's another issue. Okay, what else? Everything else is okay, but you have already committed so many grammatical mistakes, right? You have committed, I think, more than 26. Okay, all right, let's say. Let me go through the assessment and then the number of mistakes and their severity. Okay, so the use of capital letters and small letters is not good. Tenses, nouns, verbs, and then abbreviations need to be expanded as well. So that's another thing. Use of capital and small letters and abbreviation. Yeah, abbreviations is not good. Okay, is not good. Okay, right. All abbreviations need to be expanded as well. That's another issue. Okay, so after looking at all these mistakes, I'm not really confident to give you even C+ for this letter. This one doesn't look like a C plus grade letter as well. According to me, this one sounds like perhaps a C grade letter. You may be able to get, let's say, 250 out of 500 grade for this particular letter. Okay, it's not so good. All right, unfortunately. However, you shouldn't be disappointed, because whenever you find mistakes, it is definitely helpful to you, because you have learned something that you should avoid, isn't it? It's always a positive thing. You need to think on the bright side of everything anyway. So you should be able to pass your writing subtest as well as other three sections when you follow the right strategies and get the appropriate guidance. Okay, if you guys are looking for a proven course with which you can achieve your desired scores, you can contact me on my mobile number, that is +61 468 480 877, or you can drop an email to me at steve@ucanenglishtutoring.com. This is also my WhatsApp number as well. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.